after the first down sack. Carr under pressure again, and down he goes again. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack.
Now that's the way to open up a game on defense. Back-to-back sacks. We know that someone's come to play today.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Flushed out right. Wide open receiver complete. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Down. You wide 88. 48 right now. Let's go. Here we go. Hey, 734. Here we go.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Room past the 20. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And all the way up to the 31-yard line. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
It's 4th down.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Stop. 48.
Here we go on 4th down with Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And for a 2nd straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. So now facing a 3rd and 16 following back-to-back running plays that went in the wrong direction. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Robert Quinn drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he will finally go out of bounds is just shy of the 40. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards.
First down, Cowboys.
So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 27-yard line. On first down, it's Elliott. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the Raiders' 22-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Elliott. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Brett Maher now for the Cowboy field goal. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. The kick by Maher is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So that drive began at their own 3. They wind up getting 3 out of it.
And to me, the mentality to begin the drive, that was probably the key to everything. Let's just make sure we take care of the football, give ourselves some room, and maybe punt it away. Instead, it started at the 3, and it ended with 3 points.
Yeah, and he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now Carr. Man open left side. It's Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. They'll run on 1st down. Richard, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and set things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
From the gun, it's Carr. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Kill.
On first down, Elliott. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
We'll go 47.
Mike 54. Oh, you got deep?
Mike 26.
On second and 11 now. Prescott firing quickly here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 15 yards on the play, first down. Now Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Man, I got you.
Now Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they've got the football, and they're already knocking on the door inside the 5 at the 4-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, this is going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. One man in the backfield. That's Elliott on second and goal. He's going to get it running right. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Check 53, right? Go. Switch.
Here's Elliott. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
But, writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. After the made field goal, Marr back out there to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive a little more?
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Malik Collins in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Mike 48, Mike 48. Ricky.
To throw, it's Carr. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
The Raiders on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Carr now to throw. He's going deep for Brown. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get 26.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. On the left side, Gallup's got it. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep.
Let's go, folks.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But it's also...
And he will go down, a Cowboys sack.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now. 180. 180. We're good. We're good. 185.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it's second down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr, flush to his right. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Watch the slip. Watch the slip.
The final shot here before half for Carr. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. That is good, and that'll make it 20-7. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offense...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Eric Harris who picks it. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Carlson now to add the extra point. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? That catch good for 5. It's third down. Prescott from the gun on third. Going to take a shot for Gallup. He's got a man. Complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. Prescott on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Elliott. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. To the air again, Prescott. Steps away to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Cleveland Farrell, he's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
We're going to 52. Under 46, 46. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Go Mike 50, Mike 50.
Prescott to throw on 4th. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Raider D, they get the football back. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Go Chief.
Mike 48. Hey, let's get in that hole.
Easy. Kill. We're doing it.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A pickup of 27. And they pick up the 1st down in the process. They'll run on 1st down. Richard. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
We're good. 185.
Carr. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
Hey, it's all right. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Shotgun now for Carr. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on fourth down.
Bravo!
Carr going to go on fourth down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Robert Quinn, and the Cowboys' defense is going to get him the football back. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Who that?
They go play action here on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Morris. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in the East Bay. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack onto their lead as we get set for the fourth. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Watch out, watch out. Kill. We're going to 53.
Prescott from the gun. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Elliott. 25 yards that time.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott, and this is caught. It's Cooper. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Here's Prescott. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover their Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for him. Didn't.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 23. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. Elliott evades the tackler, and now some space. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. A big run that time by Elliott. 47 yards on the ground. Looking to throw. Prescott. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup there to make the grab. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This fielded at the 2.
We got this on the return. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. To throw his Carr. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Carr, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now, and all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays, and right now, defense has no answer and no chance of catching up.
Yeah, they're just looking to turn anywhere for a stop defensively. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try the sweep with Elliott. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. From the 27, Prescott. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side, ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase up the dreams. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze. Freeze. Stop you in your tracks. There's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good. We don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Cleveland Browns and our home team. Joseph now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
There we go. 488. 44.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. Now a play fake here on first down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Opening minute and already a trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Prescott now. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First carry for Nick Chubb. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
Brought down back at the 24-yard line.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Throwing, Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Randall Cobb, 30 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
This is taken at the 3.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
At their own 48-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Being chased out left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mayfield off the play fake. Now Mayfield lost the football. But they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete, and he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Give him 30 yards there. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. He's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards on the play, first down. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Trying to get it to Landry there.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
That's what Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Get ready. Get ready.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Play action now. Prescott. Escaping the pressure right.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Check 53, Mike. We want this. We were going to 54 right here.
On third down, it's Prescott. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
On play action, Prescott. The quick slant caught. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails.